weeks of absence. So, are you guys ready for a recap?
Let's do it.
So let's do it. So what was happening in the Numenera? After you guys woke up in your pods, not all of them, not all of you. One of you was just lying on some bed with the long hair and nails and beard and everything, probably lying there for unknown time, years and years, maybe even hundreds of years, and the rest of you woke up from the pods to an alarm and these strange ant-like creatures robbing other pods around you from the bodies of that pretty much look same like you, your clones or something like that. You don't know. What you found out that this whole facility is run by the AI called Mother, and this AI exists in this facility with one sole purpose: to take care of you and your pods. You managed to block the holes through which these ant creatures were coming into the facility and robbing the pods. But in process of that, you had a short fight with a few of these ant creatures that you know as ant lions, and you killed one of the worker ones, which immediately alerted bigger and tougher sort of this creature that attacked you. But you also encountered another creature, another type of ant that was curious to you and tried to communicate in a type of empathy language that you could not quite understand. Well, after some exploration, you found the stairs to upper floor, where you came across a robot, most likely a cleaner robot that was cleaning this upper floor. And this robot communicated with you, speaking probably as a central AI of this whole facility that is called Guardian. And this central AI warned you to stay away from this floor and to not proceed further because great danger awaits you if you do. You are not sure if this is a threat or a warning, or a friendly warning, but you retreated back to the bottom floor, and this is where we are starting this.
I do love this corridors handout.
Yeah.
I don't know what anybody else sees, but I just see a URL for an image.
And
Yeah, I got the image this one, but like other ones are breaking, yeah. Welcome to Roll20.
No, that's exactly what I was saying. Like, I was also open, and it takes it like really long time to load. By the way, this is a really handy thing if you're running games in Roll20 in a free account. So you have limited time, limited space to upload. You cannot upload many things because you have a limit to
Oh,
how
I've got a
much.
pro account, so I don't know.
Yeah, so if you have a free account, you can just like copy pictures. Like you right click on a image and you copy it like with the copy, and then you just paste it instead of a text, and then it just uses the picture like an URL, and it's not including it in your account. So this is why maybe it takes a little bit longer because it's loading it from outside. But usually it works immediately, as you know.
I did have a question about the sheets real quick. I might have asked this before, but under skills, since I purchased Onslaught, where next to the skill names where it says T and S and each one has a checkbox, does T mean taken and S mean specialized?
Yeah.
Okay, I thought
So
so. That's
train and specialized.
trained. Okay.
Yeah, one is giving you like one asset, and the second one is give you two. But this is the maximum you can have for skills. So for skills, you can be either trained or specialized, and that's it. Like this is the maximum. And no, even if you're using like a book or something that helps you, it cannot go above specialized. Unless you
Okay.
have some special ability or something that I don't know about.
Well, hopefully I don't need Onslaught when we actually manage to end this race where I started.
I'm sure you're going to need Onslaught. It's a smart choice to take it.
Yeah, pretty sure at the end of 2 to 3 weeks ago, I had spent my XP to increase my edge and intelligence. Just as a refresher.
Yeah, I know.
Right, I'm just saying for any viewer. I don't remember if I said it out loud or if it was said off stream, but now I am making sure to say it.
I just remember that I think Joser said he's going to take Onslaught, which I think it's a good idea. So, anyway, can you just remind me who talked with the robot?
I did. I'm the one who went upstairs.
Okay, so you went down after that, or you stayed up?
Yeah, I returned so that I could tell everyone about it.
Okay, so this is basically where we are right now. You return down the stairs. You explained your experience with the bot. Nothing happened. No, but that you cannot. You're not sure right now if this is a threat or a friendly warning. You don't know how this bot is going to react if you come back. Uh, what you experience, what this bot looked like a cleaning bot. This is like a picture of one that I showed you before, but just imagine this, but with some kind of cleaning utensils and maybe some grabbing, like a hand, with like a grab, like a kind of a claw.
I have a URL, so I'm going to have to wait for it to load.
Yeah, it takes some time.
Right. So they're very scary in a way, but at least the one I saw was not quite outfitted for murder.
He was not outfitted for murder, but you can, when you see them, you can see that these robots they are made for utility, that they have probably exchangeable parts, but the down part is this 4 legs, very basic bot with the upper part that is maybe exchangeable with different modifications and different specs. Except of that, the corridor that you encountered above was much cleaner, much it didn't look damaged at all. Completely different from the corridor below. But in the same time, like this dim light and not really illuminated or something, not looking like a friendly place for humans to walk through, or whatever you are.
So let's see. So what plan were we thinking about last? Let me get my train of thought back on this. Because we have 2 directions to go. And ultimately a threat to keep considering. What's been on your mind for this, everyone?
I mean, we were not united in our plans, so the fact that you went
Right, so I'm taking the
upstairs on
ball.
your own is proof of that. Well, I mean, it behooves you to secure this section of the facility, since this is where all your clones are, and to not move on.
Right, but I'm not sure staying here is necessarily sustainable, and even so, we're still technically under some sort of. I'm not sure it really qualifies as an attack, does it?
Well, again, this is why I said secure.
Mhm.
I mean, if you don't care about all your other lives, then fuck it, let's move on. I'm not bothered by your death.
Well, the question would be, how would you get out of here then?
Well, one would assume I would just walk, or not.
So just anybody who want to know, like you can roll me just simple intellect test of I would say like difficulty 3.
Literally, a
Give it a go.
simple difficulty test is difficulty 1.
Yeah, that's right. But the demanding difficulty test.
Let's give it a go. I did it.
Okay, so Arlas, you think about this ant lion attack, and you feel from what right now you've seen that this is not a hostile attack. At least it was not until you fought back. It's more like just a scavenging, expanding of a species that simply uses everything in its path for resources. So this is why these ant lions were completely indifferent to you. For them, you are moving targets. They're not interested in fighting anything right now. They're just taking what they can take, and they were. You notice that they were, as from the corridors and the status of all the technology around you, you can see that they're both stripping mechanical parts, which is quite surprising, which could probably say that they possess some kind of intelligence that you don't know right now. And but for them, probably a very sweet spot is organic matter, being the clones, right? So this is what the mother was afraid of, and this is why she was asking your help to stop them from just stripping away all the clones. Now you also know from the computers that Theo accessed that you've seen just 6 clones or something like that, just few watts, but there are thousands of clones in this facility. You don't know where though.
Right. I think on that premise, it'd probably be my assumption that there might be other chamber facilities, sort of like this one, and probably just spread out and connected through the higher levels. That'd be my guess. Uh, yeah. So maybe it could be safe to try to explore the antlion caves and see how they react and what we can learn.
Well, they will react negatively. You initiated a race war.
Oh, they haven't come back.
Sure. I mean, that doesn't denote that they're no longer hostile.
Basically, not much time has passed since you closed all the most of the holes, except there is a hole.
Right next
There
to the
is an
command center.
Yeah, there is an entrance
Mhm.
next to the command center, which you didn't close, and you don't know still what's
Yeah, we
happening
just tried
there.
to create safe ground around the laboratory, so they can still come back if they want, but they haven't yet.
I mean, we have no idea what they're doing.
Oh, all the more reason to figure that out.
Well, you first.
Well, I do have multiple lives, and
A
I
carefree,
don't know, you guys
can-do
don't move
attitude.
very fast. So, I'll volunteer to go take a look.
Okay,
I think it might behoove me to come with you, just so we don't die one at a time.
Well, hopefully you do die one at a time. Dying all at once would be worse.
Oh, well, if everything's been said is true, if we do happen to die, we'll at least remember what happened and be able to tell you.
I'm sorry, what makes you think I'm not coming?
Uh, the fact that you're not a clone?
The last time I left you guys alone, you created a race war. I can't say that enough. Race war.
You know, you keep using this term, but I don't think I've ever heard it before. Well, I'm sure we'll figure that out later. Let's just go and say hi.
We
Let's go
had
explore together then.
0 enemies, and then you created many enemies.
Well, they started it.
They did not.
Anyway, so I believe we're going to go to one of the open holes and try investigating it.
okay. So you all go back to the corridor where you next to the mother's room. It is
Mhm.
now the door is closed, so you have 2 rooms. And in one of the rooms, you see 2 antlion workers kind of working on expanding the hole in which they came. And in the other one, there is nothing, just a corridor that leads into the darkness.
So it sounds like the one the workers are working on isn't where they necessarily came from then. So, the one without the workers seems like the way to go first.
Okay. So are you entering this corridor?
I will.
Okay, you're entering alone.
I'll follow him.
Okay, great. So you're entering the corridor, and it's just very, very long. You have lights, right?
Yeah, we have the one we scavenged before.
Okay, so you're using this one light that you have to kind of illuminate this corridor as you walk through these shifting passages that are just barely enough for you to stand you can maybe walk two side by side, but it's really cramped. You can see it's like really drilled through this kind of material, and it's just a shaft for these antlions to move. And you walk into these passages, and you happen upon a bit of a bigger opening. And in this bigger opening, there is one scout, one antlion, and he's standing on the wall above you again, holding this kind of a rifle, and he's looking at you, and you feel anger and warning coming from him to your beaming into your minds and in your psyche. He's communicating telepathically with you. What are you doing?
I believe I have a box of some of the paste packs. So I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna pull one out and I'm gonna like hold it up and wave it at him and go, I got you something.
Okay, great. I would like you to roll DC4. I will tell you it's a difficult task of diplomacy.
Okay. I do have peacefully opening communications.
Great. So that's reducing it to difficulty 3.
And I'll go ahead and spend effort on it too. Intellect, right?
Yeah.
So I'll pop 2 points on that, bring it down to 2, and succeed.
Okay, great. So you wave this paste in front of him. He approaches you. You see, you in your mind, you hear again. You feel this caution and curiosity. He takes this, and then he walks away with this paste.
All right. I think that worked, everybody.
You delayed our death a few moments longer.
Okay,
Well,
so right now you see two. You see, I will say, let's see. Mm, mm, mm. Roll me 1d20. Okay, great. So you see one, the pet is going on, just one path that is going again into this smaller corridor, a kind of a warm, like warmed out, drilled type of corridor.
and
Are
that's
you
the one further direction to go?
just one direction?
Okay. Well, that's our only choice. Let's take it.
Okay, so you continue, and then you come across a room, and in this room you see one big ant that you already fought before, and it's guarding some eggs, like big, maybe dog sized larvae eggs. It's just pacing around them really anxiously, and they didn't notice you still because you're looking from outside of from inside of this corridor into this bigger opening. And from this bigger in this room there are three other directions, but you will need to enter the room before.
Okay. So there's someone pacing around, guarding this place, and these eggs are huge. I don't think I'm necessarily even going to think about like lifting one and taking one with me anyway. So I think the best option is to kind of like take a look at which other openings there are, and then try to slip from this one to another one before they don't like me being in there.
Okay, so you will try to move stealthily, or you will try to just use speed, or just how will you do it? Like go really, because you need to walk around this room, and it's impossible that this ant lion is not noticing you while you're doing this, unless you're trying to stealth, and that's you will need to roll for this.
Right. I think maybe it might be better for me to just try to be fast about it then.
Okay, who is attempting this? All of you?
Yes. Well, at least Jojo will be trying to be stealthy and speedy as well.
Okay, so all of you will need to beat DC 5 speed check. So it's
Okay.
challenging speed check.
Let's see.
Yeah, I am trained in stealth, so 4.
All right. And how many points from the pool does it cost without edge to lower that to challenge 4? 3 points.
3 points if you don't have an edge.
Would you call this a task involving a risk or a chance?
Of course, yeah.
I'll go ahead and take that difficulty down to 4 then.
Okay, great.
I
Doesn't help.
will use late inspiration, and since I now have an intellect edge of 2, it only costs me 1 for my pool.
I will not allow you to do this because this is not a skill test. This is like an
Well, then
action
I'm
test.
gonna use non-casual to go back in time by 5 seconds to try it again.
Okay, that you can do.
Would this count as? Oh, go ahead.
I would say it means I can refund that 1 I was going to spend from the intellect pool because it doesn't do that. But it does decrease the difficulty down to a demanding 3. Because
Okay,
I've learned.
great.
If this would count as lies and trickery, then I've lowered that by another step.
Also a 19.
What happens is that both Joser and Theo manage to pass by this warrior ant lion, but Arlas is not that lucky, and the ant lion grabs him by the ankle and holds him in place. So let's see if you can beat his initiative. This is a DC 5 initiative roll.
We've been here before.
Yep. Well, at least I already have initiative, so let's give the 4 a try. Still not rolling good enough. I am
So
not
only
faster than
you-
he is.
So only you are joining the fight, Arlas?
Well, I
No,
mean, he has a hold of me, so I am in it by necessity.
You guys should also roll, just if in case that you want to join or not.
Yeah, in case we want to join, okay.
Hey, where's initiative on the sheet?
Oh, looks like I failed. I'm not in this fight at all.
If you have it as a skill, you bring the difficulty down. Otherwise, it's 5, he said.
Okay.
Okay.
I just
So
keep
the
on
ant,
sucking.
yeah, the ant is going first. So he did not like.
Oh,
he's just single-mindedly guarding these eggs, and he don't allow no intrusion, and he's barely understanding why anybody is going through this chamber
By the way, just as a
who is
note,
not an ant.
due to my non-casual nature, that would have made my initiative roll intimidating instead of challenging. So I failed that by even more.
Okay, so you need to do a DC 5 speed task. He tries to attack you with his mandibles.
Okie doke. So I have trained without armor, so I can bring that down to 4 already. And I'm not phase sprinting at the moment because I haven't done anything yet. So, 4. Still not good enough.
Okay, so he hits you for 6 damage.
Yikes, that is all the might again. I am impaired.
Okay, so it's now your turn.
Well, I do want to try wiggling out of here.
Okay, so it's again DC 5 strength check to escape his grip.
Oof, strength
Might.
is even worse for me.
So might, you basically cannot do it right now. I know
Uh,
you cannot use effort. You can just roll without effort.
right. So 5 is still 15. That's still like a 25% chance. I'm just trying to think if there's anything I should try to declare right now, like activating phase sprint or something.
No, sorry, it's like this all effort cost
Mhm.
plus 1. So you can do it, but you don't have might effort, so you don't have points in might. So
Mhm. Yeah, but I mean,
if you
I'm
if
just trying
you
to like increase my defense for when I fail too. Is what I'm saying here, right?
yeah, you can increase your defense, but you're not attacked right now. This is your action now.
Mhm. I mean,
Do you
but
have
now would be
yeah?
the time to declare it, right?
No, no. When just when you're attacked.
Okay then. So I'll just need some cheerleading on that. So I'll go ahead and try to wiggle out. I don't have might resources to spend on this,
No.
so I'll just give it a go. 5,
Okay,
right?
that's right. No.
Still too low. Okay.
Still, I will allow you to make an action if you have any idea of what you can do. You can attack if you want, or you
It
can
is
use.
already trying to squeeze me. I could go ahead and try just bopping it with this club.
Okay, great. Still, it's difficulty 5.
Not any better, unfortunately.
Okay, so no luck here. Theo and Arlas, are you doing anything?
Well,
In
our
Joser, yeah,
last
I'm
just
Arliss, yeah.
I'm Joser.
Joser, right. Theo and Joser, are you doing anything?
Would I be able to use my magnetic powers to try to help Arliss get out of that grip?
Good question. Arlas, do you have some do you have some metal on wearing anything made of metal that would?
Well, I'm wearing the jumpsuits. If they have like a metal zipper on them.
No, that would not be enough.
Neither
Maybe
with the
some
iron in his
probably
blood. We're not going to go X-Men cheap on this, are we?
no. You would probably just kill him then.
They just pull all the blood through his pores.
Yeah, and there is simply nothing made of metal in this cave. It's just an not even natural cave. It's just drilled inside of some kind of a wet, soft stone, like limestone or something like that.
All right. Well,
Just
it's
go.
either
It's okay.
okay. I guess I'll give him an onslaught. And
Okay,
so,
great.
what would the difficulty on that be? And training lowers that by 1, I believe.
Yeah, So
So
for you, difficulty would be 4,
okay, I'm gonna
and then
suck on
you
this
can
again.
put some effort or something. Maybe
Not
make it
that's
even
an
lower.
intellect pool, right?
Yeah.
So because of my edge, I'll spend 2 points on that and try to go for difficulty.
So then it will be difficulty 3, and I'm just telling you, okay, great, great. So you have +4 damage. So now I'm just reminding you that onslaught you can use as mental or you can use as energy. And I think mental is only 2 damage, but it ignores armor.
And these things have pretty good chitinous armor, so let's go mental.
They do. Okay, great. So you are basically doing it 6 damage.
Brain burn.
Yeah, you see this thing is a bit shocked, and Arlas, you feel that as he attacked this thing mentally, it kind of loosened the grip on you a little bit. It didn't drop you still, but you feel that the grip is a bit loose. So maybe in next time it will be a bit easier for you to get out.
Okay.
Theo, are you doing something?
Sure. Same as last time, I guess. Try and shock this thing.
Great.
I forget what
Okay.
I rolled last time.
So you need to. His difficulty is 5.
Alright, and I don't think I'm trained or anything.
Okay, so that's again intellect roll.
Non-casual. So rolling again, difficulty 4, but my next roll after this is going to be even more difficult than it normally would be.
Is it non-causal?
Yeah, I was about to say.
Non-casual.
Non-casual is you're just taking it seriously.
Hold on. What's that word?
Causal.
Not non-causal.
No, I'm all nonchalant. That's probably
Okay,
why I'm not
no.
taking this seriously.
Okay, this electricity springs from your open hand, but it just
No, this is
hits
the
the
shock
floor.
baton.
Oh, it's a shock baton, right? Ah, so you came to it and you hit it with this electric thing, right? Still nothing. It just hit it on its chitinous armor, kind of harmlessly, and no electricity was released. Uh, yeah, so this thing is now it's it's kind of annoyed with you, Theo, and it's going to use its mandible to try to bite you. It's a DC 5 speed defense.
I believe you mean DC 6.
Or DC 6, that's
Because of the
right.
non-casual nature of my being here.
Mhm. Yeah, you try to hit it and it's turned to you and just bite you on your side like really badly, and some blood sprays out of your wound, and you're hit for 6 damage. Might.
Alright, I'm instantly out of might, making me impaired. I am now also out of speed, making me disabled.
Oh, okay.
And that reduces
So
me from 1 more from intellect because I'm out of it. I'm down
so
to 8 intellect left.
okay, so basically what happens is that you're impaired or debilitated, or just one of your pool is
2 of my pulls. I'm disabled.
okay. Okay, so you're debilitated. You can only crawl. That's all you can do right now. You fall to the ground and basically on the edge of your life. Arlas, you can try to wiggle out.
Okay, wiggle time.
It will be difficulty 4.
Okay. If I this would be a might test again.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I still don't have any might. I can't necessarily spend out of that. So let's just give it a 4 and see if I give it a go. Hey, I do it.
Great. Okay, so you wiggle out, and you are now standing next to this ant warrior. What are you doing?
Let's see. One person's on the ground. I can't take a similar hit again like that. I'm gonna go ahead and run down the hallway.
Okay,
You are a dick.
this is a very important thing. Which side are you running? Are you running basically ahead or back? Like, are you trying to go back the way that you came, or are you going forward? Because if you're going
I'm
forward,
going forward.
okay. So I'm just telling you, because if you're going forward and you will run into any trouble and you want to go back, you end up fighting this thing again.
Mm-hmm.
But if you go back, you're going back to safety of the laboratory or of the facility. So you should think about that.
Right. My objective is to keep going forward, though.
Okay, great. Joser, your friends are in a bit of a pickle right now.
Yes, it's pick up Theo
Okay,
and follow Arliss.
okay. So to pick up Theo, you will need to roll might.
Oh boy.
And yeah, and I will say it's going to be difficulty 4.
Okay, I'm gonna spend some from my pool to try to make it difficulty.
Okay. So you manage to pull him out and back into the tunnel that goes forward. And as you do this, you see that this ant lion just stays there because it's keen on guarding these eggs, and it does not see you as a threat anymore.
Well, that's good. That's at least one blessing.
So you prop Theo against the wall of this cave or a dig, how I will call it, and ponder away ahead. So what are you doing? Theo, you're conscious. You're just really, really hurt. You can only crawl right now.
You want to take a breather?
If I took a breather, I would be here for an hour. I've got an idea. When you say I can only crawl, it's the only thing I can do, or it's the only movement I can make?
It's only thing that you can basically do. You cannot use no skills. You cannot attack. You can just crawl. You're really hurt. Your 2 of your pulls are depleted, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay,
So
Joser,
Yes.
you see this stick in my hand?
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna hold on to this real quick. Shove it into me. While holding the button.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Open wide.
I didn't say shove it in my mouth, I said shove it into me.
Who says he was going for the mouth? All right, he'll give him the shocker.
So he basically shocked you with your weapon?
Well, he attacked me with a weapon.
Okay, so it's an automatic hit. How much? How
It's a
much
medium
damage?
weapon that ignores armor.
Yeah, so it's 4 damage.
I have an inability with those, so I was hindered, but it said it's not a automatic hit anyway, so never mind.
And there's the roll the d4.
But I would say if your goal is to have him kill you, he succeeds and he
All right.
kills you. If that's your
That's the goal. That's the fastest way. At this point, it would take me, I don't know, up to 1 hour to then 10 hours, and then the full go around, which would mean 8-hour rest, plus the other thing. And literally, I'm waiting the 24 hours is the fastest way. Plus, you guys don't have to
Okay.
worry about me anymore.
Okay, so which would basically put you out of the game, right?
28 hours, actually. Yep.
For 28 hours. So the rest of you. So who did it? Joser, right, or Arlas?
Joser.
Okay,
Feels
Joser.
very guilty about it now.
Yeah, you basically killed him. You don't know why he asked you to do this, but
In
he
my dying
just
breath,
lied.
I say, "Why?"
Yeah, so you basically killed him. What did you have on your body right now?
Light
Tim?
tools, handful of aluminum knives. Well, I didn't have the shock baton. You had the shock baton. You killed me with it, you son of a bitch.
Okay, so you have this shock baton that is basically an artifact. Do you have? Did we make a handout for that? I'm not sure.
Nope.
So just write it for yourself. It does medium weapon damage, but it ignores armor. But every time you attack with it, you roll 1d4, and on 1 it's depleted, the armor ignoring part, and it just remains a normal baton.
Well, I have an inability with medium weapons, so I'm just gonna hold on to it.
Yeah, then it's not good for you to use it, but you have light tools, which is very handy for you guys right now. And Theo, you have some knick-knack on you, some oddity, right?
That doesn't matter.
Well, what happens with this? Just to refresh my memory.
Nothing. That's why I say it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but maybe he would like to take it.
And it will disappear from him, and it will reappear on me, so it doesn't matter. Literally, it does not matter.
I thought if he takes it and destroys it, then
Nope, that's something you're literally making up as right now.
okay, good, fair enough.
Because literally, if he destroys it, it will still reappear back to me, so it does not matter.
Still, he has this oddity, this ancient-looking pin on his person, in his possession, probably
On my
somewhere.
bathrobes.
Yeah, so you see it. If you want to take it, you can take it as well.
A pin?
That's right. Kind of a cloak pin.
Oh, like a brooch.
A brooch, right?
And I'll make a note that that's from Theo.
Yeah. And it's basically going to disappear in 28 hours, but
But you
you
don't
don't
know that.
You don't know that, and you are going to be surprised. But you guys, you don't know nothing about Theo's special, how I would call it, not ability, but situation, special predicament or whatever. So he's dead, and you're stuck in this corridor.
Yeah, Joser did a mercy killing, and Arliss is probably still just running down the hallway.
Uh, wait, Arliss, you just continued running?
Yeah.
Okay, so you didn't wait for Joser to finish his mercy killing. So
No, I was just going down the hall on the assumption that they were going to hold back anything behind me.
okay, so do you stop eventually?
No, I'm exploring. I'm getting information, so I keep going.
Okay, so you come to the corridor that branches in three.
Okay. I'll go ahead and draw a line with an arrow towards the furthest right choice,
Okay. What
and
do
I
you
will take
use
that.
to draw this line?
My finger in dirt,
Mm,
or a
they,
rock against rock.
no rocks.
Aren't these like technological corridors, or have they been burrowed through with something?
You said like soft limestone, right?
Yeah, this is like a soft limestone, but the corridors are really neatly burrowed through.
Right. So I do have like this makeshift medium club, which is like metal scrap. So I'll just like scratch it a bit.
You can do it, right? It's the soft is the stone is relatively soft, so you can do it, no problem. Okay,
Mhm.
so you mark this corridor and go on and roll me 1d20.
Let's do it. 9.
Okay, okay. So you continue, and this you continue down this road, down this path through, and as you go, you see that the corridor. You see some illuminescent mushrooms growing on the walls, and as you continue, you come upon this room. And in this room, you see three worker ants that are piling a lot of technological salvage into one corner of this room. And these strange aluminum mushrooms are growing on this. They're completely ignoring you. But there is also no other exits from this room.
Okay. Well, this is still kind of an interesting room, and there's still plenty of salvage over there.
There is, yeah.
So the workers aren't interested in me, but they are aware of my existence.
They're aware of you. They're just not
Okay.
reacting at all.
Do they react if I approach the pile of salvage?
No, it matters not to them.
You know what? I still have this box with me. I'm gonna take out a couple more packets, and I'm just gonna like try handing them each a packet and see what they do with it. Maybe they will enjoy the peace offering.
Uh, Indeed, they take these packets and they eat them, and they leave this heap of scrap for a few minutes while they're enjoying this nutrition that you gave them.
Yeah, I think these are actually the water packs, but I mean that's still a break.
Yeah. They actually enjoy this water as well.
Okay. So while they're busy, I'll go ahead and maybe try to see if there's anything interesting in the pile. Salvaging for Numenera.
Okay, great. This is very good. What are you looking for? Are you looking for ciphers, or are you looking for iotum, or are you looking for whatever you can find?
I'm not sure what the difference between what the iotas are that you mentioned,
O-
but
Okay, great. So iotum is like basically scrap that you can use to craft things,
mhm.
and you can sell it, and there are some classes that can use this as well. But if you have like blueprints, you can use this iotum to
Okay.
basically craft your own ciphers. But at the moment, it's probably useless for you if you're not.
Right, exactly. We don't have any blueprints or anything. So I'll
No.
go ahead and look for the ciphers.
Okay, so roll me difficulty. I would say difficulty 3.
All right, so starts at 3 and then goes down to 2, correct?
Yeah, if you have like oh right, salvaging Numenera. Yeah, it goes down to 2.
Okay, let's do it. That is a success.
Okay, great. So inside of this heap, you find uh, you find you find this thing.
Oh, this looks fun. Very interesting.
Do you want to take it?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and take it.
Okay, so we are going to give this to Arlas.
Cool. So I got something to hold on to now.
Okay,
Um,
so except of this room is a dead end.
mhm.
It have this nice luminescent mushrooms though, and you can actually pick some and they retain their luminescence even if you pick them.
Ooh, that's handy. I'll go ahead and take one, and so that it can keep up some light.
Yeah, like you take one, it's very dim. You feel like you would probably need to pick like a handful at least to have it like
Yeah.
giving give any substantial illumination. And if you can best imagine them, like these glow sticks.
Mhm.
So when you take a handful of them, they're almost at the level of illumination a glow sticks. One glow stick gives.
Okay. So I think my plan for right now, since this is a very quiet area, I'll actually go ahead and take an hour break. And if Joser catches up to me, I'll talk with him.
Okay,
Yeah.
so uh, you also find a nice canister made of some kind of plasteel. That's plasteel is like kind of material that is
Plastic and
eh,
steel. Yeah.
it's as strong as steel, but it could be like a plastic. It's also can be transparent as a glass, but it's not. You're not able to shatter it, and it's just a canister, so you can neatly pack your mushrooms inside. So you have like this canister full of glowing mushroom right now.
Okay. I'll go ahead and mark that down. So
Okay,
I got that
Joser.
nice quiet place. Yeah, Joser.
Yeah, the ants eventually come back to sorting this trash, but they are friendly to you. They're not trying to do anything. They just ignore you for most part. Joser,
Yes, after his shocking deed is done, he'll close Theo's eyes and go the way he saw Arliss go.
okay, so you proceed down this tunnel, and you see arrow carved to a wall into one of the passages. You are probably following the arrow, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you soon catch up with Arlas, and you see him resting next to this pile of scrap, and completely ignoring these three huge ants that are walking around him.
What's up?
Well, Theo asked me to kill him.
Wait, really? He doesn't like have a clone or anything, right?
Not that I know of.
Huh. Why would
He
he do
must have
something
been,
like that?
he must have felt he was too far gone.
I mean, he didn't look
Yeah.
that bad off. Well, I mean, he was also crawling on the floor. Maybe he was.
Yeah, I didn't
Man,
feel
that
bad
must suck.
at all. So, anyway, what have you found here?
Some mushrooms. I'm not sure I want to lick them or anything. And
Probably
this
not a good
thingy.
idea.
And I will wave, the thing that I found at him, a sort of belt-like headband or bracelet. It seems
I
interesting.
see.
Just don't know if it's, gonna be helpful yet.
Well, that's good for you.
Well, I don't think they're exactly after us, so I'm just taking a break here.
Mind if I join you then?
Sure, spaced right here next to the mushrooms.
So
Oh, here, take a water pack.
How long of a break you want to take?
It's an hour for the next recovery roll, so that's what I'm looking at.
And I'll take a 10-minute break since I haven't taken anything but an action yet. And that does that let you restore all of your pools or just one?
You roll a recovery roll, and then you can just put the points you gain to any pool you want,
Okay.
or through all the pools. Like you can distribute it as you wish.
And I see the recovery rolls above the 1 action, 10-minute, 1 hour, etc. So just
Yeah,
I
you
hit the
you mark
D6.
which one you're doing and you roll.
Oh
Okay.
boy.
Yeah. You can always use 1 XP